For this project, you're going to need a tag or a piece of cardstock of some sort. A watercolor paper would work. You're going to need some bubble wrap. Here I've just ripped off a small piece, so it's a little bit easier to manipulate. You're going to need some Teresa Collins Shimmerz Pearlz. I have chosen the pearl color. And you'll also need Shimmerz Spritz, either Vibes or Spritz. It depends on what the look you're looking for is. If you want a dark look, then go with the Vibes. If you want a real light look, go with the Spritz. I have chosen Grape Escape, and you can see that my hands are all messy because while I was making some samples for this, I forgot to screw the top on tightly, and I got it all over my hands. But I'm not worried about that because I'm just going to wash it off when I'm done with this video with soap and water. Okay, so I'm going to rev up my spritz here and get my pearls opened up and mix them up too. Get all of the pearlescence in there to the top. All right, I've also got a paintbrush right here. I like to, when I'm using a stamp and paint, I like to apply it to the stamp using a paintbrush. It just gives me a little bit more control. So I've gotten the pearls on my bubble wrap, and now I'm stamping it a few times. And now I'm going to let pearls is totally dry. So now I'm going to take my Vibes and I'm going to spritz it down here. And you will see it's almost like magic. The pearls resist the Vibes, and while it dries, they just pop out. It's really, really a neat thing. You can see how it's drying right now. Now my tag is going, kind of arching up, but by the time it's dry, it will be back down. So I'm not going to worry about that. But you can see how the pearls is just popping out. And here is my sample that's completely dry, and you can see how the pearls dots just come out, and what a neat background this is. Now, related to this technique, if you do not let your pearls dry before you spritz, there's a whole different look. So let me move this over, and I will show you that technique. The pearls, when they're not dry, will take some of the color from the Vibes or the Spritz, whatever you're using, and take it in, but not completely. It's kind of like a milky color. It's really an interesting technique. Okay, so there we go. I've just stamped with my my bubble wrap again, and now the pearls are still wet. And so now I'm spritzing, and this takes a little bit longer to dry, but you'll see that it's not quite the same. You'll see the pearls don't show up quite as much. They take on a little bit of the purple, and it becomes a lighter purple where the pearls are versus the little bit darker purple around it. And this will take a little bit to dry because I really doused it there. So I will put this over here and let that dry, and I'll show you. Now this is the other sample that I made using Grape Escape and the colored pearls, while the pearls were still wet. And you can see it just comes out just a little bit. It's a little bit more subtle than the other sample where the pearls was dry. Now I did add a little more Vibes to this sample. That's why the purple is darker. But you can also see the shimmer on this. It is really beautiful. And just two different techniques that are very closely related but have different results. Have fun with this technique and have a great day. Thanks for watching.